Alright folks, I just got done talking with you. So here's a little bit more of a close-up on exactly what we're taking care of. Now, when I bought this home, unfortunately I knew it needed a lot of work, and the slab is actually pitched back towards the garage. Not a good thing. So when I did put this new garage door in, I had to measure it out and make sure that I put some kind of temporary transition into the garage, and it actually looked a lot better than this did. This I didn't expect to last even this long. So eventually, once the slab gets replaced and lifted a little bit, then everything will look good. You can see where I did have to cut the header here and run a new one all the way across for the garage door. And you can see that we've been lacking trim, but a garage door is actually the same size as the rough opening. And you can see once I had pulled off all the initial siding, you can see there's the wood stuff and some very temporary nails. So a lot of this stuff is the stuff I was talking about, where we're going to have to kind of build it up, get this squeezed in a little bit more to be a little bit more flush, and then run some shims. Now the old siding, you can see that it's really just well, I should say the aluminum that was pulled off. It's a lot of just J-channel and the molding that the corner post that's on there, and then the siding. The aluminum was just kind of butt up against to that, and then caulked. So that was kind of the old way of doing it. So all this old caulk in there is just butt up. Now the new stuff, it's actually going to tuck into the channel. So still a lot of building up to do, but not too bad of a job. The flashing, the white stuff that's going up there, that's a drip cap and extends just a little past the roof and kind of supports the ends of the shingles. So we're going to keep that on, and we're going to get rid of all the black fascia aluminum that's up there, and the aluminum siding. Ripped all that off, and you can see the few pieces that are in there. We're going to try to get a little bit neater than just those couple pieces. We got to drop the gutter. And you can see how icky the gutter is. And being that this is the downspout is coming off the front. Now I don't agree with the way they did that. It's running right onto the property. You can see how cruddy this is. This all gets filled in pretty darn good with grass. I know some of our bush there kind of overgrows a lot really doesn't get a lot of sunlight. But this, I'm going to take the gutter that's on the other side, because the downspout's in the same spot, and I'm actually going to put this gutter on the other side and that gutter on this side, and the downspouts then, because they're the same length, doesn't really matter, the downspouts will be on the back side, where the property is going to pitch towards the back side anyway. So all this here, this is just nothing to do with the garage siding, but this is kind of what we see with the old garden that was here. So it's going to be kind of quite the project. So and the old homeowners actually did not take the time to paint the back corner posts black. They just kept it red, so along with the fascia going up. So really all the channel that kind of wraps around the perimeter is what we're going to do first. And I did get new soffit, but actually this stuff is in really good condition. So once we get up there and pull, I want to show you just the J channel that's running here, and then the soffit that's catching that. And then the reason we got the break from my friend Brian was to bend new fascia, and you can see some of it's already kind of coming off a little bit. So yeah, pretty excited for this project. And there's the window, and of course, you know, it's just going to be more effort than it's worth to actually keep the window, and more cost incurred on this project. So we're just gonna take that thing out, be done with it. So, and you'll be able to see the starter strip and whatnot once we get that on. So next time you see this, hopefully the weather holds up. It's actually kind of misting out right now. And we'll get the gutter dropped and some of the siding pulled off at least one side, so you can kind of see the process. We'll see you folks soon. Alright, the material is here. Just got dropped off. This is awesome. So there's my friend Brian's brake. I'm actually going to put it up on some sawhorses pretty quick here, and get a tarp over it, because I think it might start raining. But yeah, awesome. So I'm going to use those 4x8 sheets to rip down and get some trim going. But yeah, this is going to be awesome. Alright, so got the material on the deck. Unfortunately, there's some bent aluminum J-channel. Okay, so unfortunately, with some of the delivery, it's not so much the delivery person's fault as it is the person, in this case from Menards, that unfortunately, when they pack that stuff in the yard, they have a tendency to just rush, get it done. Fortunately, the soffit is in good condition. And here's another issue, is I asked for siding nails, and I got roofing nails. However, I did get siding nails, but unfortunately these are not for vinyl siding. The heads on them are actually a little different. Sorry, let me get in there. And the roofing nails actually would be closer, because they got a nice wide head to go around the actual, around the actual slots of the siding. So back here is where those nails are going to go. I'll get obviously the correct nails and kind of go from there, but it's unfortunate. It's another trip back to the hardware store that I definitely don't want to do during this this pandemic. So, but J-channel, yeah, we'll have to go back to and exchange. So